welcome to the ministry in this 3,000 point game we're playing on of Warhammer 40,000 8th edition. And today we've got some dirty Imperium alliances going on against these poor Orks. So we've got, I think James has said, is it Space Marines, Ultramarine chapter tactics today?
It is.
So we've got pretty much a repulsor as is.
Yeah, everything's swizzy rig.
Fire up that, and then we're moving over into a full Primaris contingent. It looks like of 5 aggressors. The banner dude, has he got the relic for the Emperor Ascending?
Yeah, he's got the relic, yeah, on the 3.
So on the 3 up, they'll get back up. So we've got 3 squads of intercessors with grenade launchers, I'm guessing, on the sergeants. Yeah, and then the Hellblasters and the captain in Gravis armor.
Yeah, he'll be getting his command point upgrade.
To a chapter master. Yeah. So you're going to spend 4 of the... Well, no, because the relic's free, but obviously if you just want to get extra relics, it'll cost more.
Yeah,
so with points, you're going to be spending 3 already. Yeah. So you're rocking a battalion.
6 total. It'll just be the 3 base.
A battalion. So you'll be bringing 5 to the party, so you're on 5 effectively, because you'll be using 3. And then look at this. We've got some knights. Not good for the Orks. I'm actually looking forward. It's going to be interesting, because I've never faced knights yet, and I'm still trying out a lot of different clan tactics, so we're going to see how it goes. And they're red, which is an extra incentive for my boys in red to loot the bits off them. So we've got, I'm guessing, it's 2 Helverins as they are, so the melter guns and the auto cannons, the 2 Warglaves as they are, with the melter guns on top. And then we've got the big fella himself with, well, WYSIWYG, a load of melters, battle cannons, missiles, plasma-y thing, volcano-y thing, everything like that.
Everything.
And he's the
warlord.
And you've took a relic on him for the 2-up armour.
For a 2-up armour, and then I've spent a command point to give him 4-up invuln.
So you've spent 4 command points, and your super heavy detachment's a bonus 1 anyway, isn't it? So you'll be left with 5 command points, the way I'm guessing it, to rock with, which, to be fair, in an army like that, is probably fine, I think. That's going to be scary. It's weird. Not many models, but obviously the ones you've got pack one heck of a punch. So we're going to spin around and have a look at the Orks, who are in abundance today. But I think it's going to be an interesting game. A lot of cover, obviously. We'll look at the board. We've rolled up. The objectives are down these little blue bits. And then it's going to be... Is it Dawn of War? The standard sort of setup we got, didn't we? And we're going to play one of the Maelstrom missions. We don't know which one yet, but... So the armies are going to set up 24 inches apart, basically. And so we'll go into the Orks. So we've got... I think I've got a battalion. I can't remember, I'll have to double check as we'll go through. But anyway, so we've got some troop units. We've got 12 boys, including a knob with a power claw and a tank buster bomb. Same there. Those guys are going to be riding in trucks, which has got a big shooter on. And we've got a 3rd truck as well there. And we've got 11 grots. And then a big mob of 30 boys, a knob with a power claw and 3 tank buster bombs in there. Some fast attack choices. No, we'll go for some heavy, because I can see the heavy, because these are a separate detachment. We've got 3 mech guns, which are the tractor cannons. I know this one's not, but it looks super cool, the big flat gun. So 3 tractor cannons. The crew, I'm not going to bother putting on, as I've said, because they don't interfere with the game now, and they get in the way, and it just makes it a bit easier. So they've got 6 wounds a pop. Got 3 Deffkilla with the melter guns. They're equivalent of melter guns, the custom mega blasters. I'm pretty sure I've only got 3. I'll have to double check my list. Might be 5, but I'm pretty sure it's 3. 2 Bonebreaker battle wagons with a kill cannon, a couple of big shooters on each, and obviously the big death roller at the front. So that's the heavy choice, and the Warboss to go with those guys will be, we'll just say the big mech on the bike there with a custom force field and a power claw. And then we've got a Warboss on a bike, so this is going to be the fast attack one for another command point. So he's got Deffkilla Claw. These are all Evil Sunz as well, so they'll get the extra movement. Then we've got, is it 8 bikes and a knob with a power claw? 8 bikes and a knob with a power claw. And then the other fast attack was 2 of these Scrapjets. There becomes a single unit, and then when they deploy within 6 of each other, then they become separate units. Same with these guys, after deploy within 6, then they become the separate units. And then, so that's covered the 3 troops. The 4 troops, yeah. Then so for our elites, for our elite one, so the 2 HQs for them obviously would be the Warboss, and there's a Psyker down here. And then we've got a big mech with a custom force field. He'll be bringing the elite detachment. So we've got a pain boy, we've got a knob with a wag banner and a power claw. And we've got 2 units of tank busters, rocking 10 with a knob in each. No extra bomb squigs or anything like that, because it'll just not fit in things properly if they do. And there's something else. Oh, there they are. 3 mega knobs. So one with twin kill saws and the other one with power claws and shooty guns. I think in this, if I was being honest, the ones I used against you last time would have probably been the best one. You know, where they get to re-roll a dice like the Super Salamanders, the Death Skulls. But that's it. That rocks in at just less than 3,000. I think a couple of points under, or it's bang on the nose because I wiggled the Gretchen to get 11 or something like that. But I think that's going to be interesting. There's a lot of bodies. It'll all depend on the cards, I think, for this one, and what my survivability is and what I can tend to smash.
Yeah.
Which might not be a lot, depending. So anyway, we'll go into setup and the mission type, and then we'll come back.
Yep.
So just forgot about the relics there. So basically, this guy's going to have a super cyborg body. So he's on a 5-up, feel no pain, effectively. This guy's got the killer claw. This guy spent a stratagem, so it's not a relic, to make him a level 2 psyker, basically. So you can cast 2, deny 2. But I don't think you've got any psykers anyway, have you? So,
no.
And this guy has Dareda armor. So I've spent the extra command points to get the full whack of 3 relics. That guy's the Warlord, and I've totally forgot what Warlord trait I'll give him, but I'll mention it again. But before we take the first turn, there we go. We've got the armies are down. That didn't take as long as I thought it would, actually.
No, it didn't. It was quite quick.
We'll cover my powers, which I forgot to do before. This guy, oh look at the sun, that's mint. He's got Smite, the Jump, and Warpath, which is the same as I used last time against James, so you'll know what those are. Obviously everyone knows what Smite is. Warpath gives a unit +1 attack, and the Jump is the Jump. Everyone I think knows that one. So we've got, I'm just making sure I've got everything down. The Orks have paid, the Deffcopters have gone in outflank, and we're paid to put the battle wagon with a big mech custom force field and some tank busters in the teleporter. And then everything else is down, so there's tank busters in here. This is the Deffkilla. Then we've got the big mob here. There's a big mech with a custom force field in there. The 2 jets. This looks epic on this bridge thing in a minute. But anyway, we've got some grots down here and the guns here. Again, like I said, I've just left the grot gunners off. They're not models anymore, really. They're just there for decorative purposes. So it is handy that there's 6 and you get 6 wounds. So you could remove a grot each time. But yeah, it just makes it, like, if they wanted to get into combat with you and stuff, it's just weird. But anyway, so we've got some bikes and they're going to go over this. This isn't going to give cover. We're going to say the landing pad does, because James really wants some cover. So his house, his rules. But nah, I did say before, James was like, yeah, we should do cover on this. I was like, no, we shouldn't, because it's just open. So I'm happy. I think that's how it should be anyway. Obviously, bikes, it's not a ruin, so they can start. This is like a level, it's like a hill, so basically just like an elevated hill, like a walkway. So then we've got some boys down here. We've got the Warboss on the bike down here with the killer claw. We've got a truck here. I've took the gun off the top because it's only got the big shooter. And in that is the Mega Nobs and Pain Boy and Nob of Wag banner. And then over here is the 2 trucks with the 2 squads of boys in. And that leaves the Orks on 6 command points. Like I said, the Space Marines have got the Banner of the Emperor Ascendant. And they've got upgraded to a Chapter Master. And then the other relic was the 2-up armor, the Iron, whatever it's called. Not Iron Bulwark, something else, something like that. So those guys are down to 5 command points.
Yeah, armor the same that Iron and Iron Bulwark has got on. So, I'm going to roll. It's a cleanse and capture, isn't it? The three Maelstrom cards, yeah. So the objectives, I'll just point out, there's one here, one on there, one here, one at the crates there, yeah, and there's one right up on the top where those intercessors are. So there's a nice good spread. So who wants to roll for you guys? I'm getting double teamed here.
After you roll.
Well, you've got too many knobs, you need to be double teamed.
I was going to say spit roasted, but then all the jokes with the knobs. Oh, so they get a 6. Orks need a 6 to tie. No. Orks are going to attempt to seize. Come on, Orks.
Bollocks.
Oh, no, it's close. So they're going to go turn 1. I've got to have a think now whether I want to do that prepared positions to give me a effective being in cover.
Yeah.
I don't know, because most of the units are going to get shot, to be honest, are probably in a custom force field. Zappa's the one. So I'll have a think about it and we'll come back anyway with Space Marine turn 1.
Right, movement.
Or Imperium turn 1. Draw for the Marines, for the Imperium I should say, turn 1. So we've got Secure and Defend 4 and Supremacy. They're already sitting on one objective up here. Then, well, it depends. Depends whether you want to push out. The next closest one is here for some knights to get to. Yeah. The Marines can easily move and get that one. And then obviously the long bomb we're looking for, this, we're randomised and this is 4. So that repulsor, potentially, I haven't measured it yet, could possibly get down there with a good advance roll.
Yeah.
You need to get within 3. It looks like you might need a 4+ maybe on the dice. But we'll see when they come back with a movement. Turn 1, so good cards. Well, the Imperium moved.
I'll just get my sausage out of the way.
Yeah, get your sausage off camera. So the repulsor, James opted not to do a push for 4. It would have been a 5 or 6 or something on the dice roll, wouldn't it, to get it? It would have been risky. And the other 3 were more doable. So we'll go with that. So these guys all push forward just to get in a bit of better range. The Raptors come over to join the Ultramarine party in the castle over there. Now the Knights have sort of split and moved. So this guy just shuffled to the left, the big Dominus guy. This guy's actually moving advanced, but playing to the cards, which I think is the right thing to do. He needed to get round to that objective. He got a good advance roll of 6, so he's sitting basically for supremacy. So that's going to be 1. He's now got the 2nd and the 3rd, and he only needed, was it a 3? Yep. Whereas that tank down there needed a better roll, so obviously mathematically much better chance of getting it. This guy shifted from over this side to down here, and these guys just moved up. So that's the end of the movement phase. There's no psychic phase for these guys. So we'll go into the shooty phase. I think what we might do is just do the highlights. Because obviously, like I said, this guy's melter's just in range of a boy, basically. And then I'm not sure how much of James is going to TRB in range. Minimal, I think, if anything. So we might do like the little small arms ones off camera and then come back and do the big guns and show what they can hit. The Orks opted not to prepare defensive positions. Just simply because I think these guys are on cover anyway. And the force field's going to cover most of these guys. And these guys will be obscured and in cover. So it's, I don't think, I might be wrong, I might live to regret it, but I don't think there's going to be the benefit of anything really enough to survive, keep us alive. If I had a big mob, another big mob of boys or something, I'd maybe do it. But we'll go into the Imperium shooting phase and see what Orks are left alive. So we'll just do a quick review of the shooting phase. So basically everything except the Dominus class Knight's gone. This truck took a couple of wounds. James's rolling was horrific over this side. This guy did a wound with all his firepower. The Raptor, bit more. Well, these guys were reach out and touch. Literally couldn't do it. I think they killed the bike with all the firepower over there, plus the Raptor chipping in. And then the Raptor chipped in to knock some wounds off one of the guns. The Elf just swapped out the flat gun because it's not really a flat gun. And then put his quad heavy bolters into the boys, killing 10. So 4 of the bikes have four or 5 bikes have gone. Then these little guys, obviously this guy advanced so he couldn't fire, but he did put a melter shot in and kill the bike, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah. Then this guy finished off this because it had 2 or 3 wounds left. These guys opened up together and took 3 wounds off this. My saves were okay. I think I saved one of those ones with a custom force field, but it was more bad wound rolls, I think, for the Imperium. So this guy is now going to speak and he's putting his volcano cannon and one of the Siegebreaker missiles into this.
Yep.
The plasma cannon's going into this guy, and both the, what was it called, Siegebreaker? Little auto cannons that are like sort of battle cannons are going into this guy. So they're going to try and delete units and go for, oh, that is first blood, because that's a unit, that counts as a separate unit. So you got first blood. Yeah, they're deployed together, but then they become separate units. So yeah, you've already scored first blood.
Just trying to stop dakka going in at the fly.
So what we'll do, we'll show these dice on camera, because obviously the rest was all, you know, people have seen it before, but you know, we've not had a big guy on the channel yet, so let's see what this guy can do.
Volcano Lance, so it's a heavy D6.
Yeah, this guy ignores all the penalties, being a super heavy, so he's got 3.
Three shots.
Just to point out, the command point was already used in the shooting phase to do a damage reroll, I think.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah, because the las cannon did 1 damage to the truck, and then I think he rerolled and.
Oh no, it was to the.
Oh sorry, yeah, it was to the gun down here. He rerolled, he got 1, and then he rerolled to a 4
right.
or a 3. I can't remember. So he's hit 3 times. It's strength.
Strength 14.
Yeah. So
minus 5.
You're looking at 3s to wound because he's T8.
2 wounds.
2, and he won't get any armor save, but he does get a custom force field. Come on, we're looking for 5s. Ooh, what's the damage on this?
3d3 each hit.
And he got 2 through. It's 3d3. I'm just wondering whether I command point one of them. 3, so you got 63 to roll.
Yeah.
You know what? That's command point 1. Let's see what we get. Oh. Nope, doesn't go through, so I've lost the command point.
So
I'm down to 5. So we've got 3, 6. I thought it was 3d3 with each hit.
3d3 with each hit, so there's 2 hits, so you've got that.
Right, okay. I was going to say, otherwise I wouldn't have used the command point.
Yeah.
So that's 8 damage. So 9, 10, 11, yeah, 12, so he's gone. So does he blow you up, Ski?
Yes, this is where you roll the 6.
This isn't where I roll a 6, thank God, so he doesn't blow up.
Does it got boys in it?
It does, the boys are going to have to come out here. So there's 3 ones, so we're going to lose 3 guys as they're getting out as well. So we'll get rid of them, see if we can fit them. There should be enough space here to fit the guys, so it's not like they're all going to auto die or anything. So we'll get them out and see what happens. So the plasma, 2d6 shots, it's strength 7, he's not overcharging, so he's got 7 shots from against the bikes. Just show these boys here, I've got the dice here to show I've lost 3 in the squad for morale. 5 down here for the bikes if there's any left alive. Ooh, that's 4 hits.
4 hits. Whoop.
Over 3s to wound, I think. Did you say strength 7?
Strength 7.
7, yeah, 3s to wound. 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
-3, so there's going to be no save.
-3, and it's 2 damage, straight 2 damage each.
So that's 3 go through. So there's 3 boys gone. So we'll leave the knob on. So that's 8 bikes gone out of that unit, just the knob left. So there's 8 of these guys gone. So he's on his siege breakers. So he's got 43 shots.
And that's against...
And this is going against this middle mech gun, the tractor coming here. So 7 shots it looks like.
Yep, 7 shots. Oh, not so good.
This is strength 7, so you're looking for 4, and it's -1, isn't it? Sorry, you're looking for 3s to wound, you've got 4 wounds. Am I right, is it -1?
Yep, it's -1.
So you will get a 5 up, sorry, with it, this guy will get it. Was that not your hit roll before? And then you
Sorry,
3 wounds. Alright, okay, so 3 wounds against this black guy's T5, so you're looking for 3s. His armour saves 5, so it'll go up to 6, but he is in cover.
Yeah.
So we've got 3 5 ups. Oh, he's made 2.
Right, it's 1d3 for damage.
Yeah. To be honest, I haven't made many saves yet, so that was quite good. So he's took 3.
Took 3 damage
He's down to 3 wounds, he's halved them pretty much, that's quite good. But I think, because one of the missiles went,
that's it.
That's the end. You know what? I'm pretty happy. Well, this guy's going to auto-pass morale, because there's an orc mob within 6 that have 20, so his leadership's effectively 20.
Yep.
These guys have lost 3. So we'll roll for the tank busters. 6 is 9, so they're going to lose a couple. Because his thingy is the +1 attack, +1 strength, so he's not going to get the break and heads thing. I don't think there's any knob units nearby as well yet, so we'll lose a couple more of these guys. And you'll score D3 points, I think, for supremacy, isn't it?
Yep. Do you want to roll for that, James?
1, 2 and 3, so D3 points for supremacy. 2. And are you ditching any of your cards or keeping them? Basically, the other cards are secure and defend this one. So I think you might keep them. So the Marines have decided to ditch defend 4, so they're going to get 2 new cards next turn. Scored supremacy for 2 points. So they've also scored first blood. We've removed the models and done the morale. So it's 2-3-0 to Space Marines going into Orc turn 1. So May cards are very interesting. I've got priority orders, which is for the Warlord, defend 3, defend 2 and supremacy. So this is 2. I bet I can go for it and pray for a miracle, but he's not likely to get it. Supremacy would mean I'd have to get round here. The trucks can definitely do it. They can get enough movement to get round there. 3 is here. Now this guy's the Warlord, so obviously you can get within range of that. But it's whether you want to commit him forward now or try and hold it with him because it's worth a couple of points. But either way, I need to get on 3 objectives by the end of this turn, which I think I can do, which will even up the scoring. Ooh, interesting cards. Right, we'll come back after my movement and have a look. Right, the Orks, they either go balls deep or they go home, as I like to say. So these trucks have moved around to here to sit on objective 4, going playing for the supremacy card. This guy's sitting up here. So the Meganob's got out the truck. Well, the Meganob's the guy but with a bag banner, everybody. And the truck's zoomed around here. Now it's a 5 or 6 away from him, was said. I can't remember now. You can obviously go in there, just going to knock that big skull dice out the way. They're within charge range. I wouldn't have expected it turn 1, but we've measured it, and I think it's about an 8 or something for those. The Warboss is absolutely zoomed around here. No, obviously no one's advanced around here, so they can charge. These didn't advance either because I'm going to have a tank buster bomb in range and a lot of pistols, and I should, you say should, be able to make the charge here without having to get too close. And again, none of these guys advanced either because they all get the extra sort of movement. So now all these Helverins are within contact distance anyway.
I really didn't want to. The thing is, I didn't need him with these guys this turn because I haven't had to advance to be in charge range. But he would have let them charge because they were a vehicle. But I think the ability to score the points with him to defend is too good to turn down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and these tank busters advanced up, and the Psyker's there as well. So you can just see, I think they're both about 18 inches away, either that one or that one, for a possible smite, and you can do 2 powers. I'm not sure if the jump's going to come in handy. It might do. I might think about the jump and the tank busters, just to get them in range to maybe help out over here or something. But we'll see. So we'll go into my psychic phase and see what we can do. So we're going to start with Warpath on the bike squad to give them an additional attack. So we're looking for a 7 normally, with 10 guys in range. Is a 6. It doesn't go off. Is that going to be bad or good? I don't know. I'm going to keep it as it is, and we're going to go for a smite as his second power. It does say 12 plus, so he will get D3 mortal wounds. So 1, I'm happy with that. I'll live with that. So he goes down to 3, and we're going to cause D6 mortal wounds on. We'll measure up and see which one's closer, but it's D6 mortal wounds on one of the guys. Right, we'll command point that for a 4. Drop me down to 4 command points. And then we'll measure up and see which one's closer and take the wounds off. Yeah. So it was that guy there just by an inch. So what we're going to do, we'll come back with units that people may not have seen like these, but obviously there's a heck of a lot of dakka from all these guys and some little small arms fire from the trucks. We'll do all that off camera and come back like we did with the night so people can see the main events. And like these guys have got custom shooters. I doubt they're going to kill anybody or hurt anything, but we'll have a look. Right, so all the small arms done. Basically we've got the scrapjets to go. So mixed bag, really. The tractor cannons hit this. James used the command reroll and he passed both saves again. That's the same as last game, wasn't it? He kept passing against tractor cannons. We'll manage to kill a marine and wound a marine up here with just big shooter fire from down here. We'll pretty much ignore this guy this turn because I don't really have any heavy fire. Oh, big one. Tank buster bomb from the guys in here. Managed to cause 6 damage. A solid hitting the full 6 wounds off that. That was good. Then we've had a lot of small arms and dakka from these guys shoot down. He's down to 4 wounds. He's down to 10, so he's lost a few wounds. You passed all your inruns against the tank busters, didn't you? 3 inruns, because this guy rotated his ion shields, which was quite good. So it's basically these guys left to shoot. And what I'm going to do, we've done the little guns because I had nominated before we shot anyway. So we're going to start with this guy, and he was going to put his guns into there, and little guns were going over there, which I've already done. This guy, obviously we don't know yet, but I'd said before we'll do little guns over there no matter what. So we're going to roll for his rockets. So he's got a rocket launcher, which is 2d3, and he's got wing missiles. So, but the wing missiles get a minus to hit if you can't fly, but we'll cover that. So he's got 2d3 shots from his rockets. So he's got 4 rocket shots. So he's got 2 hits with the dakka. He's got 2 hits. We're looking for 3s to wound because they're just missiles. He's got 2 wounds at -2. So you're looking for 2 5-ups.
2 5-ups. One's made, one's failed.
So one's gone through. So that's a flat 3 damage off him. And the wing missiles are just single shot. And it will be -1 because you don't have the fly keyword, so I'll be hitting you on 6s.
Yeah.
Nope, so it's a miss. So what we'll do, the other guy's going to go in exactly the same target, so 2d3 shots. So 5 this time. So we've got 2 hits this time with the wing missiles. And we'll see if we hit with the other one as well, which will be a 6. Oh no, shame. We've got 1 wound. Do I use my command? Because I still haven't used the command point this phase. Ooh, no, I'm going to keep it. So you got another save of a 5-up.
2.
No, so it's another 3 damage off him, so that's going well. But to be honest, there was 3 saves before with a killer, because that would have been a flat 9 damage with the tank busters. So that's everybody shot. So we're going to go into the charge phase. So basically around here, I'm not going to bother charging there because it can just fall back and fly. This guy's going to lead the way, see if he gets in, closely followed by probably all these guys in the Warboss. They're going to go after this guy. The bikes might even go after 3 of them. We're going to see how the other charges go over here, and then these 2 guys are going to be rocking into these. So what we'll do, We'll do some overwatch, because basically the Orks, these all get to add 1 to their charge distance as well, so all the charges are pretty close. I'm hoping I make them, but we'll come back and show what's got in and what's been killed on Overwatch, because there's going to be a lot of dice to roll, especially with this guy.
Yep.
So, scary moment for the Orks there. All the charges made it in. This guy took melee hits galore on his way in, but he's alive with 2 wounds. The start with 9. This guy made it in. He made it in because he couldn't get Overwatch. So this guy went in against both and took the full brunt. I lost a couple of bikes in Overwatch because I declared all 3 targets. The big mech went in against here. Obviously, the boys made it in. The Warboss rolled a 12 on his charge distance, so he definitely made it in. But we went in first with the truck, who took a hell of a lot of fire. And was it the volcano cannon done something like, was it 7 damage, but I rolled a 6 for the ramshackle to take it down to 1. So he's actually on 7 wounds. He would have made it in alive either way with a wound left, but he's got 7 wounds now, which is a bonus. So we've got the Warboss, the 3 mega knobs in there, and the knob with the wag banner, and the pain boy and a truck. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in combat. These guys have got 2 points, so they might pay to interrupt, but these guys anyway on a 4 up, when they end within an inch of a unit, can go as D3 mortal wounds. So what I'm going to do, none of them are damaged, these guys, are they? I'm going to put it on this one.
Yeah, this one's got damage.
Oh, this one is damaged. Alright, okay, so we'll go with this one on a 4 up, takes D3 mortal wounds. No, and that one can only do it on that one. This is with a spike ram. So yeah, so he takes D3 mortal wounds for the full 3. For the full 3.
Alright.
And then we'll maybe start off one of these units just so people... Actually, no, I'm going to start down there in case you decide to river dance on my Warboss or something like that. So
it might happen.
It might happen. So we'll start down there, I think, with a Warboss who's got the Killer Claw, and then we'll come back. So the Warboss down there with a Killer Claw, he's got 4 attacks, he's hitting on a 2. Oh, it's Snake Eyes. No, I'm going to keep it as it is. I'm going to take the 2. So he wounds on 3s, but he can reroll failed wounds with a Killer Claw. That is 2 wounds, -3, and a flat 3 damage. So there's no wind run in combat for this guy, but his armour has been upgraded to 2 up. So you have 2 5-ups. Oh, you have rolled hot with your saves. Definitely rolled hot. So are you paying to interrupt yet? We could wait. You don't have to interrupt now.
No,
we're just going to keep it as is. Well, we'll continue down there and we'll do the mega knobs. We'll do them off camera because everyone knows what mega knobs do. So what we forgot to do before we mentioned, the wag banner's down there as well, giving every guys an extra attack. So the Warboss is hit again. Then these are off the Pain Boy, who rolled ridiculously well. That was a 5 to hit and wound. Then that was the mega knobs with the power fist, and that's the mega knobs with the kill saw. So you've got a 5 up against the boss's attack first. It was an absolutely amazing roll. I wish you'd filmed it. So no, so that's a flat 3 damage from his. And then tell you what, roll the kill saws next because they're -4, so there's 2 of those, and they're on 6s. So -4 for a kill saw. Nope, so that's 2 damage each. That's 4 more wounds off him. Hawkshroud's obviously doesn't really matter because you're going to have to be on 7 wounds, you said, before you're really impacted.
Have to do something really ridiculous before it has any impact, to be honest with you.
And then you've got 8 at -3, so 8 5-ups, and these are power fists from the, like I said, the mega knobs and the Pain Boy down there. He's been proper mulched on, this guy. Ooh, if you hadn't have passed those Warboss saves. Whoa. So he's made 2 by the looks of it. Yeah. So that's a 6d3 go through. This could be big. Come on, boys. Oh, it doesn't look that big. Oh well, that's a 3. So 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 more damage.
3 more I got.
What's it took him down to?
8.
He's down. Oh, so that Warboss, if he hadn't saved him, he'd have been on 2.
Yeah.
Tell you what, the truck is going next. Come on, the truck. So surprisingly, the truck's done nothing. Any more interruptions or not? I probably think at this stage, if you're not going to spend them, you're probably not going to spend them.
No.
So we'll do these guys. I'm not expecting big things in combat. The drill's okay, but it's probably more just a bonus attack rather than anything, because he basically gets 4 attacks. He hits on a 4. The nose drill gives him basically a strength of 8 -2d3 damage. So it's okay, but it's not fantastic. So we'll start with the wounded guy first, going against this guy. So he's hitting on 4s. So we just got one hit. Looking for a 3. He does get a wound, so you'll be on a 5 up. No, and did I say it was D3?
Yeah.
2. So that's, don't know what he's down to now, 4 wounds. So we're doing damage. So this guy is going to attack this one. Oh, that's a bit better. That's 3 hits. Looking for 3s to wound. Not as good. Wait there. I might spend a command point now. Yeah, I'm going to spend a command point because I haven't done one this fight phase. 2 wounds. Knocks me down to 3 command points. So you're looking for 5 ups. No. Notice you passed them all before, which is why I spent the point. I was like, just 3 wounds. So he's down to 6. And you're definitely not interrupting. What we'll do then, we'll do these ones off camera and see what's left. Because there's basically the boys. This guy have to attack them. They're probably going to put all their attacks into there. Obviously these guys will attack that and heal behind his weight. So we'll see what's left after that. Right, the Orks are debating. I've got 3 command points left. I might keep it at the end to fight again with a Warboss to try and knock this guy down. But we're gonna keep them for now and let the Imperium do some attacks back. So are you saving him to the last? And then doing all these?
We'll do these.
I think these could be dead. So we'll go down here anyway. And this guy with the Hawkshroud, obviously they're still going to be on full profile, I think. So
yeah. But
which attack you're going to use? That's the thing. Right, so you're going for the strike.
Actually, let me roll that again because there's only 4 and I'm an idiot.
Oh, it's about the same. 3 hits.
3 hits.
His strength
7.
doubled with
Times
his
2,
thingy, so 14. So he will be wounded on 2s. That's 3 wounds. I think it's -3, isn't it?
It's -3.
So he's getting no save. This guy. It's 3 damage flat
3
at time.
damage flat at time.
Does he blow up?
Yes.
Oh, he does. So D3 mortal wounds on this guy, and my bike squad. So D3 on your first Halberd, 2.
Yeah.
D3 on the next guy, just 1. I'm going to command point that. Yeah, 3. So he'll go down to 3 wounds, which might knock his profile a bit to save us. Oh, we're losing Orks everywhere. And the other guy's going to go down to 2 wounds now, but he's done his job. The Scrapjet, which did alright actually. Did alright. If he'd have caused the mortal wounds on his way in, he would have maybe done him. If I'd exploded still as well. And I did say I was thinking about using the booster engines where you get to roll 3d6 for the charge, because you're on a 2-up, you get to cause mortal wounds in addition on a 2-up. So you could have done technically 2d3 mortal wounds on him before he started. So anyway, that's good. That's alright. I'm happy with that. So this guy, is he going this guy or bikes? Oh, he can split his attacks. He go 2 and 2 and do the 2 and the sweep. This guy's got 9 wounds, so he would have to.
Did we do the D3 on him as well?
Oh no, you roll.
I'll do.
Yeah, you roll.
So
You roll
D3
D3 on him. So that's 1. Are you using a command point?
No.
No. He's got 8 left, I think, to start on.
9.
Yeah, start on 9. So he's got 8, and then you got D3 on my bike squad. 1. So it's a wounded bike. Are you using any command points on them?
No.
No. Yeah, right. You see how dangerous these Scrapjets can be. So he's going to go 4 smash attacks or whatever it's called, the bigger one on this guy.
Yeah.
So he's hitting on 4s now, but that's good. 3 hits.
3 hits.
2s to wound again. Oh, he's got 2 wounds, which is 6 flat damage.
6 flat damage.
Not enough to kill him, but that's definitely knocked him down to 2.
Canada's now every day, that's flat damage.
Yeah, you'd have to roll a 5 or 6 on that other dice to finish him off. And then if he blows up, you could technically kill both of them as well.
Both of mine as well.
So, this guy on the knights. On the bikes, I said the knights. So yeah, 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. He's got no super duper weapons, so it'll be straight up. So he's got 2 hits.
2 hits.
3s to wound. Take that one.
4 and 3.
2, and then there's no minuses like we said.
No.
So long for 4 ups. Oh, both the boys make it. We've done the sort of piling down here, and anyway in the consolidate, the Warboss had went round the back to basically block that guy off. Now, if the reason I'm considering fighting again before he goes is that if I can damage him enough, he might not have enough movement to walk over the infantry squad to get out, which means he could hopefully nearly be locked up, but it's a big ass. And it means I've got to spend. Oh no, I spent a command point there, didn't I? On there? Yeah. So I'm down to 2, so I couldn't attack again anyway, so that doesn't matter. So, you want to go for the big fella, he's going to have to decide what he wants to do because he's got some choice units there.
So all against the...
So he's going to play football with a Warboss now, this guy, so he's going to put all his attacks into him. Obviously he's going to use his feet for 4d3 attacks, and he's even considering like Thunder Stomp or something, is it like that? For a command point at the end, which is he can pick an infantry unit or swarm, which will obviously not be the Warboss, which is why he's going all into him.
Yeah.
And they can cause mortal wounds, so there's a good chance he can kick the crap out of a lot of people here anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Hopefully.
43 attacks, or 9 attacks. So these hit on 4s normally, that's a really good roll.
That's a lot of hits.
That's a lot of 6s. Imagine if 6s were mortal wounds in addition. That would have been removed from all those models. So I think his base strength's 8, isn't it? Yeah.
Base
so
strength's
wounding the Warboss on 3s. That's good still, so that's 5. I'll grab some more dice. It's D3 damage is enough to kill a Warboss. Right, the Warboss saves as 4, so it goes to a 6. So he needs to make a couple of these to stay in. No, so he's failed 4, so that's 4d3 damage. And then we've got the pain boy who's close enough to give him a buffer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll roll these, we're looking for 6s. And then another one. No, so he's took 6 damage, still alive, just. So the Orc Warboss has got 1 wound left. So are you using the stratagem? It's called Thunder Stomp.
Thunder Stomp, yeah.
So use it immediately after fighting. Yeah, choose an enemy infantry or swarm unit within 1 and roll a dice on a 4 up.
But you said if you can use
can't get him, I can only get him against the
Are you sure? Because it's a 4 up as well. It's a 50% chance you'll not get them.
50% chance I'll not make it.
And it's only D3 mortal wounds. It'll not kill any of the characters, or it won't even. It potentially could kill a Mega Knob. No, gonna keep it.
Yeah.
So I think that's it, because I was saying before, if you killed the Warboss, I could use Orks is never beaten for 2 command points to fight again, which would have been a bonus for me. But wow, what a turn that was, isn't it? That's toe-to-toe turn 1.
Yeah.
And with that, we'll have to see what we've got. So I have started to defend objective 3 with my Warboss now. So that's down here with my Warlord. Defend 2 is started. Let's be honest, that isn't going to happen. But we do have supremacy for D3 for just the 1.
Oh.
So we're not as good. That's why I was playing for it, to try and get the back up on level terms to you guys. So it's basically you're winning 3 and 1 going into turn 2. So let's draw your cards and see what we get. Again, another decent draw, I think, for the Imperium. We've got Secure 4 from last turn, Secure 1 and Blood and Guts. 1's up here, so he's going to get that one. 4, we know where it is. It's over where those 2 trucks are, which is going to be trickier now. Because obviously, if his repulsor goes, I'm going to outnumber you, and you'll not get it. Or is he going to commit some troops to run down out of the cover? We'll see. James isn't going to move for 4.
Yeah. James is in a bubble. James is going to stay there forever.
And then if his bubble can move, he'll go. And then the other one's Blood and Guts, which obviously looks like a good card down here. This guy stays locked up. You only need a solid hit, because I don't get an armor save against you, and it's a flat 3 damage. So it's all looking good. So we'll come back after the Imperium have moved.
No, I'm still on full profile.
Yeah, but for now, it's very close to not being.
Yeah.
So round here, this guy, they've had a good hum and haw, because it's weird. If he stays in combat, there's a much better chance to score 2 solid points this turn rather than 1. And obviously he's a bit sceptical of the Overwatch having to come in and eat it up, because he's got 3 wounds, which is a missile, which is enough. So he stayed locked in combat with these units. They're sitting pretty on objective 1. This guy's backtracked as much as he could. This guy's, he wasn't in combat anymore, he's round here, but he's come right round into the fray. This guy stepped over the infantry and stuff to there, because obviously they're infantry, so he could get out there, but he couldn't go that way or that way. So that's the movement cover down there. Then over here, I think the repulsor stayed still. These guys moved forward, they jumped down, and there was a shuffle around here, and this is dropped into hover mode. So the Marines will go into the shooting phase and then come back. I think they're going to need a lot of thinking. I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll review it, because there's going to be a lot of thinking and humming and hawing going on here. Right, so we'll just cover this. This guy, he's putting his autocannons into this gun to get rid of it, but he realised his melter was actually closer to the Warboss. He rolled a 1 to hit, used the last command point to reroll and got a hit, and then rolled a 1 to wound. I was absolutely, my bum was going like a rabbit's nose. I thought that was it, the Warboss was gone. And it's something I didn't think about when you were falling back. But so we'll cover the rest anyway. I'm fully expecting this gun to be dead, and then we'll move on to the other units. So we'll just take a break halfway through the shooting phase, Obviously this guy's locked up. This guy...
One wood, I can just drop down and charge.
Totally forgot what this guy shot. Oh, he did a sneaky melt and took the knob out up here, which was going to get me 2 points, which was a really good shot. And then I think... Did he? No, he shot some tank busters as well.
We shot one tank buster
with that.
Off the top.
Sorry, yeah.
And
And then this guy...
The autocannon.
Finished off the wounded one.
Yeah.
These guys did really well, killed 3 tank busters at range. This guy, a bit of a mixed bag. I cannot remember who killed the knob up here anyway, but I don't think it was this guy. But then he did
definitely this guy.
2 of his melters into the mega knobs, 2 into the trucks, volcano cannon and battle cannon thing, and the plasma and a battle cannon into a truck each respectively. And the last missile came over and killed the last tractor cannon with 6 wounds, which is a really good shot. But then over here, the trucks are still standing, pretty bad damage rolls, and then the melters over here, 1 wound left on the truck. And he rolled a 1 with one of the hits to wound the mega knobs, so no damage done on the mega knobs.
Yeah.
But none of these guys are fired yet, so we'll let James do all this. I think he's probably going to go las cannons and try and empty the trucks early, and then all this weight of fire is going to probably come into these guys. So the fire raptor's sung. It literally popped both of these. These are decided to get out here because we're just over 18 inches away from the aggressors. Like every little you can to survive now with the boys. So basically his last cannons popped those, he took out 10 boys with his heavy bolters, and he took out a mega knob and wounded one with a full rotor gun. He rolled pretty bad to wound, but I rolled terrible for my saves. So he's just measuring up now to decide what he's going to do with all these units. And what they're looking to do is get a cheeky, if possible, a cheeky 3 units killed in the assault phase, because if they jump 4 ahead in this turn, they're winning 3-1, there's a good chance, you know, literally put me out of touch in terms of points, really put me on the back foot. Because obviously a lot of my units now are withered. So
I'll tell you what it is, the aggressors can get so 28 and then another.
James wants us to record this because the aggressors are shooting here, and altogether he's got 88 shots. Because this guy, I couldn't fit him any further back here. Basically, he's within, he's in 18-inch range, and they didn't move this turn. So James is like, you should film it. You might survive. Wait, whatever. 88 shots. Re-rolling hits because of a chapter master. Let's see. My only saving grace is that he rolled crap on the wound roll.
We'll cut the.
And the dead with about 20-30 shots to spare. So the repulsor's thrown everything into this unit now. So the repulsor's cleared off this flank. It actually did shoot its las cannon into the Gretchens. A bit out of sequence, but we've done the morale checks. The Grots passed, and these guys passed just because they're going to be out of combat and stuff. Obviously these guys have lost 30 in this turn. And James opted not to shoot the truck so he can get down because he wants to optimise Mebby's killing 3 units this turn, which is doable, but they've got to be killed in combat, not the morale phase, I think, the blood and guts. So with that, are you going to nominate your charges?
Oh yeah,
units. So yeah, so we need a we'll charge both Marines into there to be safe.
Yeah, both squads, yeah. I'll do some Overwatch off camera. I tell you what, do you want to roll your distance, because they're 6 inches away, so these guys need at least a 6 to drop down. I don't know how far these guys are away. So they're not in. These guys just roll for these.
I think that's a good.
It looks like about this. Yeah, something like that. We'll roll and measure. They're not in, so they're both not in. This guy, where's he going?
Into them.
Just, well, you'd have to go into both, the big mech and the boys.
Yeah.
Right, well, I'll tell you what, I'll roll the big mechs on camera because he's got like the equivalent of a melter gun. So he'll hit on a 6, and he's got his dakka guns as well. No. So that hasn't hit. We'll roll the other guns off camera. He needs anything but Snake Eyes, I think, to get in, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Go on, then we'll see. I'm praying for Snake Eyes. And he's in.
He's in.
Right, so we'll do some Overwatch off camera. That tank gets to Overwatch twice. Oh, here's the big fella charging in, because he can fall back and charge.
To D3.
He could go in against both those characters, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's going to go in there. Again, about 3 inches, I think.
He's in.
So he's definitely in. He's angry. Right, so we'll roll some Overwatch off camera and come back. So no wounds done on Overwatch anyway. Yeah, no wounds. Got a few hits, but just didn't manage to do any wounds. So the charging units go first. Who we're going to go? If I do have 2 points, I could interrupt. It's worth thinking about. I do have a big mech with a power fist down there and a knob in the unit down there with power.
We'll resolve this.
We're going to go down here against the big mech.
We'll resolve that against the big mech first.
Scrapjet. Are you going with the solid hits, the 3 damage?
With the cleaver strike again.
Yeah, I think that's the best option.
4 attacks.
Yeah, hitting on.
I'm doubling that. I'm still on 6, so I'm
hitting on 4s.
I'm still on. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, 2 hits.
2 hits.
What's his strength?
It's double strength, so it's 4.
Did we say 2s? So you wouldn't, yeah, 2s to wound, I'm pretty sure. Oh, you got the 1 as well.
1 wound.
It gets no save, because it's -3, isn't it?
Yep, it's -3 and it's straight 3 damage.
Yep. So, does he blow up? I sort of want him to. Yes. Oh, he does! So it's going to be D3 on this guy, and the bikes. So the first armager that attacked him is dead. So does he blow up?
Yes.
He does. So that's going to be D3 so on these. So you roll a D3 and I'll roll you roll 2D3 for them. Because they've got my explosion and your explosion. So 5, so that's 3 bikes. So we'll take them 3 bikes. And then we'll get D3 on this armager before he attacks. 2, so he's down to 1 wound, which will knock up his attack profile a bit.
Just a bit.
So here's a question: if that's 6 up, are they 6?
That's nearly 12 inches.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. Anything will don't roll water on my dudes.
This is hitting on 5s.
It is. So this guy now is a bit nerfed, which is a bit unfortunate. So he is going to go for the 8, and try the 8 attacks. The sweep or the whatever it's called. That's a good roll for what he got though. That's 4 hits.
4 hits.
And he'd be winning on 3s because I think he's strength 6.
Yeah. No, strength 7, but yeah, still 3.
Yeah. And there'll be no save, so that's 3 dead boys.
3 dead straight out.
So we'll take them
so
off.
that's another 3 for your morale.
Yeah, so we've lost. They're going to basically fail morale this turn. I think they've lost 16. And we'll go down to. I'm not going to pay to interrupt. So we're going to go down there to the big fella and decide what he's going to do. He's probably going to river dance and split his attack team. So yeah, 2d3 into the banner guy and 2d3 attacks into the plane boy. So we've got 4 attacks.
4 attacks.
Hitting on 3, isn't he still on his top, did you say?
Ballistic skill, yeah, it'll be 3.
No, he's 4's combat, this guy, isn't he? I'm pretty sure. So he's hitting on 4s. I need a bad roll here. No, it's a good roll. And then it'll be 2s to wound. Against the
3 wounds.
3 wounds. It's -2. So 4 up save on the guy with the wag banner. So he saved 1. So then we'll have to see how many wounds go through. It's 2d3. Just 2. So he's going to survive, and he's got the Pain Boys booster. No, so he's took 2 wounds, which will knock him down, I believe, to 2. He's alive with 2 wounds, which is a power fist to hit back. There's a chance. Pain Boy might be dead here though, so 4 attacks on 2d3 attacks on the Pain Boy. Oh, that's more like it. 5. Oh yeah, 3 hits. 2's to wound, T4 on foot. I think my guys on my bike. Ooh, 2 wounds. This guy won't get a save. So it's just 2d3 because he doesn't get a 4-up armor. 2 again.
2 again.
So his Pain Boy saves. Nope, so he's took 2 wounds as well. Right, we'll pale back in here because obviously there's a couple of power fists down here, and there's actually 2 power fists on this guy. So I'm hoping.
It's going to be enough to take him
down. I'm at least down a bracket. I'd be surprised if I manage to kill him. If I do, I'll be screaming, I'll be hooray. But we'll do this one off camera and we'll come back for this one. Right, we're just going to pool everybody's attacks down here. Although, does the Pain Boy... I'm going to check the Pain Boy doesn't hit worse, but the knob with the wag banner is still there. So the Pain Boy gets 4 base attacks, plus 1 for the banner is 5. And the knob guy gets 3, plus 1 is 4. So I'm going to get 9 power fist attacks in total. I just can't remember if the Pain Boy hits worse. Right, so we're all looking for -1 with the close, so we're looking for 4s. 2. Oh, I'm going to have to keep it. That was a pretty bad roll. And we're looking for 3s to wound because the strength 5 normally. We've got 1 wound. Do I do a command point on that? Yeah. 2. We've got 2 wounds for you, -3. And I'm down to 1 command point. Oh, he saved 1. Save both. He's 2 up armor.
Save both.
Yeah, 2 up armor, down to 1 command point. And then down here, just to point out, basically the power fists before the other boys got to attack, managed to finish this guy off. So they've consolidated them a bit that way, that guy a bit that way. And that's it. So what did you score at the end of that turn? That's all the combat's done. Oh, we're there, morale. Well, we've done these. We've done these, they passed. We've done these, they passed. They've lost 3.
But they both killed them.
Yep.
If they both exploded, does that count as 2 in combat?
No, because that's being in the combat phase.
That's in the combat phase.
So they're okay.
They're okay. You've got the morale on these.
Well, they've lost 16, so they're gone. Unless I spend 2 command points, which I don't have anymore, so they're gone.
So it's just 1 point for that first wagon.
So yeah, you've got a point for...
Point for taking that car out. That
point for the combat phase for here. Yeah. And that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing you're keeping secure 4 in your hand because there's nothing over that side of the table to bother with you
now. You're about to drop that wagon.
Well, we'll see, we might not. So we're going to go into Orks, turn 2. Right, I've still got defend 2 because you killed my guy that was sitting on it.
Coffee time, is it coffee and cake?
Yeah, coffee time. So I'll draw my 2 cards and see what we'll get. We've got give him some dakka, score 1 victory point if I kill something in the shooting phase.
Good luck.
Oh, domination. Every objective. If ever there was, they're not wanting the Orks to win, the domination card's a good one.
Yeah.
But I will score 2 points because he's defended 3. Actually, he's the warlord as well, so I get extra points, I think, for it. No, not on this one. If you achieve this, you score the number of victory points stated on the bonus tactical objective and an additional 3 points. 5. He's just scored me 5 points. So that takes me to 6, and you are on 5. 6. So the Orks actually in the lead, 6-5, all because of that priority orders. But to be fair, my cards here ain't good. So 6-5. Let's come back after the movement phase. So the movement is done. I'm just having a look around to make sure I've moved everybody as much as I want to. I don't know if I have. These guys shuffle back to be within 3 of that.
These guys are shuffled.
They've moved under. They've come on within that 14 obviously at the end. This dropped in, it's just over 9 away from both these units. Sitting on 4 because I know James has got 4. Obviously you can then charge off.
Your Warboss has moved up.
This guy used these fuel injector grots, so he went and just like zoomed down here. Over here I used the last command point to heal this guy with the Medisquig, and then the pain boy did a mortal wound on him when trying to heal, which was fantastic. Oh, I haven't moved the truck, that's what I haven't moved, which I will do. Yeah, the bike's moved up. It's this guy in the truck that I hadn't considered. I might zip the truck round just to get a bit of line breaker, and whether this guy wants to move within range of something to benefit the invuln. Yeah, we'll see. He may follow those guys round to give them a bit of invuln. We'll see. So we did decide to move. Basically, this guy moved up here, so these units are fully within 9, and the truck actually advanced, and then I ended up next to this guy, so I healed it as well. For 3 points, which is quite good. So we're going to go into the psychic phase. I'm going to start down here with a smite on the knight.
Somehow doesn't surprise me.
Which goes off on a 9. I don't think there's like 10 Orks within range, so it's not 10. 18. It's definitely.
That's it. It must be 18.
James doesn't reckon that's 18. If it is 18, do I get to do the D6, mate?
I think we are diagonally down to the base.
No, he's underneath.
He's definitely in, isn't he?
He's definitely in. Yeah. He's in.
D3.
He's not up there, James. We've just left.
No, he is. He's on the. Sorry, yeah.
He's on the ground.
We did point out that's a good point because I said, didn't I? We'll forget about him. So he's on the ground.
So he is on the ground underneath.
Yeah.
Which is what there to remind.
Thanks for reminding us. I forgot. I said, "Will you remind us?" And I forgot. But that's honest games play. And for that, he's only took a mortal wound, and I'm out of command points.
Just one.
Yeah. So that's what you get for being honest. You see. That's knocked him down his bracket, doesn't it? Though it's 7. Yeah. Because he's Hawkshroud. I'm going to attempt Warpath on the dude to give him an extra attack, because that guy will just be out of 18. So this guy, nah, doesn't go off on a 4. Right, so we're going to do some shooties and then we'll come back. We'll see what's in range. Basically these tank busters are going to go for him. You've got no command points after rotate ion shields or anything like that.
Nah, I'm just hoping to explode and kill
these guys are probably going to go for him. This guy's tossing up whether he goes for this or these. Actually the tank busters are definitely going for that because it's in hover mode. And then a load of little gribble fire, but we'll come back after the shooting phase and see what's what. James, you need to make 2 saves on your Marines.
So does the smite still technically work against him?
Yes, because that's a psychic.
Yeah, because he's the closest model within 18.
Yeah.
So actually, it's 3 saves on your Marines on a 4 up.
A 4 up?
Yeah.
Oh,
Right, so you've lost 2 of them because of 3 damage each. So there you go. That's for shouting and laughing. So yeah, we can't shoot this guy. Like I said, that's a good point. You know, people would have screamed on the internet. I couldn't see these guys down here, and actually, it's a good point because I left them in so he couldn't overwatch. But we'll go around, we'll do all the small arms. So everyone has shot. Obviously this guy I keep pointing out, it's a shame because he's got basically that exhaust side, or a heavy flamer, like a 2-shot melter basically. He's got 3 shotguns. But obviously everyone's locked up in combat, so it is the charge phase. The big news is the Raptor is gone. That was good work from the tank buster. A good hit I think from the big mech in here with his custom mega blaster.
Who would believe dakka would take it out?
This guy over here saved 7 or 8 3-ups against all the dakka, which statistically should have dropped a couple of wounds, but he didn't, which was strong. So basically this guy's going to go into him, he's going to go into him, because I'm not going to escape his charge range anyway. The bikes are going to go into the Halverin to charge him down. And this guy is going against... It's got a death roller. I might as well use it.
Yeah.
And if I do, because the thing is as well that this guy's got the redder armor, so I can cause mortal wounds on units that I'm within range of. I think at the start of my turn, I'll have to check on that one, I can't remember. But basically the redder armor, the relic on this guy makes them move 1 inch faster. And if they're in range at the start, I think it's the start of the phase, it's like mortal wounds. So he gives the truck the ability to cause mortal wounds. There's no Overwatch to do here, so we'll pile everyone in. We'll roll here. So this guy, he's 9 inches away. He gets to add 1 because he's Evil Sunz, so we're looking for an 8. So I'll re-roll this dice. He's in with a 9. So you'll get some Overwatch. I don't think you'll kill it on Overwatch, so I'm going to put it like that, which will keep it within 3 of that. They'll all go in. And then you got down here for the bike squad. They're definitely in with a 7. We'll do some Overwatch. Does the big mech go in as well? How far is the big mech away? About 8 inches.
Yeah.
I'll go in with the big mech a second. Yeah, so he'd be in. I'll move them around differently later just to make some room, but that's fine. So we'll come back after some Overwatch. Right. With these guys, we're going in against the Knight as well. I forgot the Deffkilla. So they're 8 inches away, they're in as well. So no damage done in Overwatch, thank God. Actually a wound done on the battle wagon. So we're going to go into the command, this charge phase. Nobody's got any command points to interrupt. We'll save some of these, but we'll do the little ones down here and the battle wagon down there and come back. Yep. So the battle wagon there is hit 5 and wounded 5 times. And we'll hit 5 out of 6 and wounded 5 times. So he's failed 4 saves, the 2 damage a pop, so that's the squad gone. And it can move 3 inches towards the closest enemy model, but it's not going to, because it's going to stay there 3 inches within that. So even if James gets round with this, he's not going to score that objective 4 unless that battle wagon is gone and all the guys in it. So at this stage, like I said, the points are so close I have to think about denying you, because my cards are terrible. Did I kill anything in the shooting phase? Oh, I did. I killed the Fire Raptor, so I'll give him some dakka, which to be honest is the only 1 point I'll score this turn. Right, we'll move around then and do some attacks down here.
Yep.
We'll just see what we'll get off camera because there's loads of dice to roll. Right, so basically down there the Warboss with the Killy Claw took him down to a couple of wounds, and then basically the pain boy and the guy with the Wagban have been causing some whopping hits.
Yeah.
So they caused tons of damage on him. So does he go? He rolls 2 dice, this guy.
Yes.
Oh, thank God for that. I think it's a 6-up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whew. So that's lucky for the Orks, because if he blew up, pretty much everyone would be dead. Or close to dead. So these guys will all do their consolidate. We've attacked down there. The Helverin's left on 2 wounds. Made some great 3-up armor saves. Oh, James Hunt. This guy's dead. That's the one off the bottom. So I think the Helverin can attack back. Whether he takes it on the big mech or the boys. We'll do that one off camera. But in terms of scoring, I'm going to get 1 point for giving some dakka. I'm going to start to defend 2 because the Deffkilla are going to come 3 inches this way, so I can't get on 2, and I'm going to ditch domination because it's not going to happen. So with that, I think the Orks are on
7.
I think so.
7
points. I got 1. Did I get 1 for supremacy? Yeah, because I was on 6 points. Yeah, I'm on 7 points and slay the warlord 8 because the knight was the warlord, wasn't he? So 8. We'll keep that one for what he was indeed, yeah. So 8 points. Right. So I'm fighting 2 warlords. That's not fair, but it's worth extra points.
No.
Oh, well, you haven't, because you haven't been given him any warlord traits or anything. So, and his warlord trait was the boar up shield, wasn't it? Or yeah. So anyway, it looks like it's 8, and what are the Marines on? 6 or something, is it?
5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Still need a fight
8,
back.
5, and we need to do some fight back, but I'm just looking for morale. I don't think there's any morale to do anyway, so we'll let the Helverin attack back while I finish moving these guys around.
2 to begin with, or 1?
2. Yeah, 2. So as we move into the end, we did consolidate up with the copters just to put them closer than this character. And these characters did push up that 3 to get them out of line of sight of the aggressors and the Hellblasters that are sitting up there. Yes, they can move, but if the aggressors move, they lose a lot of their usability. This guy put a wound on a bike attacking back. And that's it. So the Marines have drawn hold the line, which James will quite easily score if he doesn't move.
And where's 5?
Secure 4 and 5. I think 5 is round here.
That's no models within my deployment zone. You've got models in there.
Oh, right, okay. 5's that one. Must be. Yeah.
Yep, 5's that one.
So that's quite far away.
Oh,
Interesting, because obviously a lot of the knights are gone now. This is going to be a war of attrition. The Orks look in a strong position, but to be fair, all my units now could melt to any type of firepower. I'm very spread out, and lots of my killing characters are on low wounds. But having that Raptor gone was a big thing for me, I think. But this tank, this could prove pivotal this turn, I think, for you. Depending how he does. Right, so the end of the movement phase, we've skipped a little bit into the shooting phase. So this guy moved round. These have had a shuffle up here. These guys have moved. Did the aggressors move? I think so, because they had to get in the line of sight. The Helverins actually fell back and he shot into there. He actually killed a bike, but the Orks rolled epic 3-6s on the save roll, so just the wounded guy managed to die.
As well.
Oh yeah, sorry, the truck died. He's melter shots. He melted the truck, auto-cannoned those guys, or Helverin auto-cannons, whatever they're called. So James is going to go in now, and it looks like he's opening up with...
Hellblasters on the truck.
Are we overcharging? So you can re-roll the 1. So that's 2 hits. I had to put him in harm's reach, I had to, just... See? That's 4 hits. Oh. That's 5 hits. Oh, 7 hits. People, it's the same with Hellblasters, yeah, they get millions on none. So he's dead. So the last guy's dead, but he's hitting now. Roll another dice, and on 3 up, you'll get to use his banner. No. So we'll take a Hellblaster off, and James has got 8 hits. He's looking for 4s to wound though, because the battle wagon's T8. So it looks like 4.
5.
5, right, 5. We do have a custom mega force field, custom force field in there. We're looking for 5s. Come on. Well, we'll stop 2, so that's 6 damage. So he's down to 9. Get rid of that dice. That's pretty good shooting from the Hellblasters. It's a shame that other guy didn't get to shoot again though, because that would have been probably an extra couple of wounds easy off it. Right, we'll let James have a think. Pulsar's going everything into this guy. So he's got 1 hit with a las. A wound on a 3. It is a wound. We're looking for a 5 up. Come on. No, it doesn't save, so it's D6 damage. 6. 6, that's nice. He's down to 3. We'll roll all the millions of other shots, I think, off camera.
Yeah.
So the battle wagon went. These guys got out, lost the tank bunster in the explosion, but sneakily pushed these guys right up to there, the full 3 inches, so the aggressors can't see them. So these guys have double tapped into them. I've lost 3 in the squad now for morale purposes, but massively importantly, nobody else here can see them to shoot. So James is just deciding whether he pumps some shots into these guys. Yeah, because he'll be basically, that sneaky move here means they're the closest unit. So the back guys here can't target the other characters down the bottom. So he's probably just going to go into the Deffkilla.
That's all I can see from this guy.
But he might 12, be in double tap range. 12. The other guy, because he's 15 inches.
Yeah, 5, so right.
So the aggressors are coming against the Deffkilla. James is going to roll up to see how many shots he gets. It's so weird because this unit here is just literally threw them off from everything because they can't target any of these characters now because this unit's closer. He was going to go against the bikes, but realised the last one's actually the big mech, which we'd sort of forgot. So they're coming against the Deffkilla. Probably a good choice anyway. And we'll see how many shots he gets. So these guys have got 17 shots with the grenade harnesses plus 30 because they're 6 each anyway. So we've got 47 shots coming against these Deffkilla. They might survive. So the Deffkilla have survived miraculously, made some armour saves. James didn't go very well on the wound roll, so we lost the copter and 3 wounds on this guy. 5's this one, right here. So it's going to be quite far away from that. So we've done all the shooting. So charges, is James going to charge? Because the Helverin can't. He's fell back. Those guys have got a 6-inch straight down if they want to charge some Deffkilla. Or are you going to sit pretty where you are? You've got, what is it, secure 5, hold the line you can't do because the bikes are there at the minute. Secure 5 is over here. And what's your other card, James?
It's objective 4.
And 4, which you will get now because the truck's gone.
No, I'm just going to stay where I am.
Yeah, but you'll score that. So I mean, tactically...
Oh yeah, I'm not charging.
Yeah, because what I was going to say, I was going to keep a model here, but I needed him there for the in runs, just in case. Because those guys, I knew were going to shoot the tank busters no matter what I did. So you scored 1 point. What does that take the score to?
Still ahead.
8.
2, 4, 5, 6.
It's 8 to 6. Moving into Orc, turn 3. Yeah. Right, so we'll draw my card. My first card.
Oh no, we'll keep hold the line in case he decides to drive off. And,
and drive into the sunset, all romantic with the knobs.
Well, yeah, but then it's 1 point. He might just need to get back to get. Because all he's got is 1 unit here at the minute, isn't it?
Oh, he's just got to move them in.
Yeah, we'll let them debate, and I'll not tell you what these are, but people can rewatch. Stomping Boys has killed something in the fight phase, similar to what you had. I've still got Defend 2, which is up there, and he's just discarded Secure 5, which was my other card. So we've both got Secure, but he's discarded.
I can't get across.
Yeah, to be honest, looking at it, it was a toss-up whether you do discard, because if you discarded Defend the line, you're right, I would have zipped back round there to get 5 to make sure you didn't. It's whichever, it's vice versa. That means now I've got to commit some of these units forward. But we'll go into my movement phase. He didn't know what that card was. And see what we'll get. So the movement phase is done. These Brave Grots are staying still. These guys have advanced up. Obviously this Orks, the Evil Sunz, don't get the minus to advancing and firing heavy weapons. So he's probably going to go for a shot here. We've got some smite action. The Warboss is spun round here to get 5. The bikes are within 18 to shoot these guys to help a little bit of fire. And then obviously charge in. The big mech's there. The Deffkilla have hopped up to start defending 2 and put some shots in. These guys have both come straight up 6 because Orks can move 6 with the Evil Sunz, and he healed himself for a wound back. And then down here this guy zipped through to here. The tank busters are staying where they are, we're line of sight of all these guys, and the big mech's moved over a little bit, and obviously he can only charge that, he can't get up there. So we're going to go into psychic phase. We're going to start with a smite, because I don't think anything else is going to be within range. So a smite on the intercessors up the top, doesn't go off. And then I don't think anyone's within 18 to do warpath, so we're not going to risk it. Right, and then we'll go into the shooty phase. So we'll do some small arms from the dakka guns around here and stuff. I'll tell you what, we'll start with the tank busters. We're going against this guy, and we'll do that on camera. I think I've got 6 guys left now. So they hit on 5s and 6s. Ooh, they can reroll misses. 3 6s generate extra hits. Right, so the extra hits miss, but that's 6 hits for the tank busters. Looking for 4s. That's 4 wounds on the repulsor, -2. We've got 4 5-ups. He's failed 3, so that's 9 damage. He's
9 damage.
Yeah, flat 3. He's down to 1.
That's the game dead. That's the game over now.
So this guy, we'll do him on camera. He's going to do his custom Mega Blaster into it. He's missed. See, this guy's got his shotguns, his 8-inch flamer thing, which is probably going to go up here. These guys' custom Mega Blasters are probably going to go into here. Yeah, I'm going to shoot these guys into that. So they'll hit on 5s.
2 hits.
With dakka. Yeah, so 2 hits. We're looking for 4s to wound. Just 1 wound. Need to make a save. I think it's 6. No, does he blow?
Yeah.
He does blow up, so it's D3. I think he's probably the only unit in range. It's 3, so that's 2 wounds left on the big mech. Does he get an extra 1 for his mega armor? I'll take that though. That's definitely
Bad swap.
it's a good swap for the Orks.
Bad swap
for you guys. So the shooting phase is done. Mixed bag really. A wound done over here. Did we kill a guy up there?
1 wound.
I think we're doing a wound up there with all the dakka from down here, and this guy didn't take any wounds, so the main thing died anyway. That was important. So we're going to go into charge phase.
This guy's left in the open a little bit now, but we're going to do, these two guys are going to come into this squad here. Or do I go in the aggressors? Nah.
The aggressors have got power fists on them, it's a bit of a risk.
Yeah, so they're going to go into this guy that help protect this defend too. The bakes are going to go into Helverin, as will the big mech, to give them a bit of support. So we'll roll, they can't fail that charge, there's no point in rolling. Big mech can't, we'll roll for the bakes. That's a 6, I think they're in, if not I'll re-roll the 1, so that's an 11, they're definitely in. And I think that's it, I'm not going to risk anybody else at this stage, I think. Unless, actually no, the Deffkilla are going to go in against you as well. Well, they're in, they're 4. Because I'm going to hop this side, try and get as many attacks on this squad to thin them out as I can. So we'll do some Overwatch and come back. Right, there's no command points to interrupt, so we're going to do them bits off camera, but what a legend he is. He just melted, was it 2 or 3 bakes?
2.
Wow.
He's just an Overwatch champion.
He is. He's absolutely brutal. So we've got, obviously there's going to be a load of power fist attacks down. I'm hoping they should be gone. And I'm hoping that should be gone. But he's got a knack of surviving. So we'll see if he matters. We'll do this one off camera and we'll come back and do that. Because I want him to die, but I've got a feeling he's going to look out. So the power fists have attacked there, killing the wounded guy in another one. Now just roll for these attacks. I get D3 attacks per attack. Get 2 attacks each and I rolled an 11. Which is pretty decent. So these guys hit on 3 with our spinning blades. Not bad. I don't think they get an extra attack if they're within range of the banner, but they're probably not within range anyway. And the strength 5, so the 3's to wound. But there's no negative. So we're looking for 2, 4, 6, 7 more wounds on the intercessor squad on 3 ups. James has already rolled pretty well for the saves. So another wound, just another wound on a guy. It's alright, and then we'll go around to the main event. We're just going to roll everybody's attacks together because like I said there's no interruption. So we've got a knob with a power claw and a big mech. We've only got 2 hits. Got 2 wounds though, he's looking for 6s to save. If he makes one of them he could stay alive. He's made one of them. So D3 damage. Oh, he's got him. Does he blow up?
Yes, go on.
No, he doesn't. I had a feeling he was going to survive.
He survived a lot.
So these guys can attack back. They'll consolidate a bit further up, maybe to just get out of line of sight. Well, the big mech probably will, from those aggressors and stuff. Basically, this turn I should be pretty well hidden from the aggressors anyway, unless they decide to move. So these guys are going to get 7 attacks. Who are you attacking? There's Knob with the banner. There's a Pain Boy, or there's the Deffkilla who are currently defending 2 for me.
What wounds do they have?
They've got 4 wounds each, so there's 5 wounds in the squad.
5 wounds in total in the squad, because one's already down to 1.
They are T5 as well.
6 and 2 3s, so they'll get that.
Or they've got power claws, lots of them.
Yeah.
The Pain Boy's giving everyone a 6 up, feel no pain as well.
Yeah, we'll go with these guys.
So you're going at the Knob with the wild gun who's giving everyone a +1 attack, yeah? He has, the extra attack he's generated proved quite handy.
Non
3s and wound on 4s. So 1 wound. Who did you say he went against? That guy, so he's got a 4 up armour. Yeah, he's good, he's saved. So with that, at the end of my turn, I'm going to start defending 2. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to secure 5. And did I kill a unit? I did kill a unit in the fight phase, didn't I?
Yes, you took.
I took out that Helverin, yeah. So that will get stopping boys. So that's just 1. Yeah. 1 point, so that's 3, 8, 9, 10. Moved into 10 points. I think unless the Marines draw some good cards, this could be brutal because that's 10 to 6 or something like that, isn't it?
10 to 6 now, folks.
That's about the time as well, 10 to 6. So we'll come back with the Marine card.
Yeah,
so James has got hold the line, witch hunt and assassinate. So I do have a guy down here who's also a character. There's 1 tank bus that's shielding him.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of characters close by to go for. There's 2 characters on the bridge, so James got a lot of decisions to make, unless he just literally drops off that bridge to fall out of combat. And that would open up a lot of people to shooting.
Yeah.
So...
yeah.
But it could be sneaky because there's some tank busters at the bottom of that crater as well, which would technically be the closest unit.
I'm going to fall back, so
Well, let James have a think, because obviously there's going to be a lot of measuring going on here and moving. So the move is in, the Marines, these ones have jumped down to open up all these to some shooting attacks. The Hellblasters have actually moved down because they want to finish off these tank busters, I think, before they can. And the aggressors have come. Obviously, a couple of them here are going to be closer to this unit, but they do have line of sight now. Or this guy does, this one doesn't. It's just weird. We're just going to have to see what we can do in the shooting phase. But these guys up here first are going to clear out the tank buster. So we've got 2 hits, wounds on 4s. Got 1 wound, and he gets no save, but he is a knob, so he has a wound left. He's still alive. So the Hellbusters are going tank busters. I'm guessing they're not overcharging. I'm going to get no armor save against your shots. You'll be wounded on a 3 normally.
Yeah, there's no benefit to it.
No, they're all within range of the chapter master as well, like, so they'll be getting rerolls on the fails.
8 shots coming in, 3s.
It's a good job you didn't overcharge, James. Yes. I'd have been them all but 1 dead. Yeah, so that's 5 guys. They are within range of the field for a 5-up save from the custom mega force field. So we've lost 4 tank busters.
3 shots from there.
So the captain's going to put his bolt gauntlet down into them as well. That's 3 hits. He's looking for 4s to wound. Got 2 wounds. There's no minus on that, is there? Or is there?
No.
I'm going to roll. It'll be 5 or 6 from the field anyway. Nope. So he's... Well, the knob is on 1 wound. So we've literally got a hell of a lot of Ork characters all over the place hurting, but alive. So I'm schooling James here because these are all like, oh, he's closer. I said, why don't you just shoot these? Yeah. So you're hitting on 4s because you fell back.
1, 2, 4 hits.
You wound on 4s against the last tank buster knob on 1 wound. There's 1 wound. It is. Can he make a 5-up? Because James has been. It's took 15 minutes to figure out what to shoot the heavies. 5-up coming up. No. So there we go. So that means these guys can now open.
What I want now.
So that So the aggressors basically now all these are characters. These dudes, so that you can target characters that don't block characters. So going 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 2 over here. So James will just roll this off camera because it's a billion shots everywhere. Wow, the aggressors did some work there, basically splitting the fire. This guy got absolutely rinsed with 1 billion bullets. The Imperium boy got rinsed with 1 billion bullets. James is looking for assassinates. That's 2 characters gone. This guy saved 4 times off the 4 wounds, so he's actually not took any damage. Now they've all got power fists. I don't expect this guy to survive at all, but it does mean James is going to have to charge him. We wanted to do it all in the shooting phase, but you can't fail your charge, but it might dictate you getting further down here.
I can see, because I might want to try and
get your captain. That's what I mean. So they could all sneak past. So you're going to go with the aggressors first.
Yeah.
So they're definitely in. I'll do some Overwatch. I'm not going to kill anybody because they've got more than 2 wounds, so we'll do that off camera and you can just move them in. So the aggressors are in. This guy's took a wound on his way in. So yeah, now these guys are swinging with some power fists. So this knob with a wag banner might be dropping his wag banner. if he survives this, oof. Obviously they're still within 6 of the chapter master to reroll their misses. So they're hitting on 4s and they can reroll 1s and 2s. And I think they get 3 attacks each, do they?
Yes. Attacks, no, the sergeant gets 3, the others get 2. So that's how 11.
2, 4, 6, 8, yeah, 11. 11 power fist hits. All players don't like this. And power fist coming back at them, it's not nice. So you're hitting on 4s, but you can reroll 1s and 2s, because you can't reroll the 3s. There's a lot of 3s in there. It's a good hit though, 5 hit. You can reroll them, yeah? So that's got to be enough. Just take 3 dice out of that because your 3s miss. And then these will wound on 2s. There's 3 1s, so that's 4. Is it minus 3?
Yeah.
He's got
3 damage each.
And he's got 3 wounds. He's dead.
He's gone.
Yeah. He does have a 4-up armor, but obviously no armor save, so he's definitely dead.
So you need to consolidate.
So that is 3.
So James can consolidate. So this guy can spin around here, putting him within 3 of that.
For the damage for the
D3 for for assassinate.
Oh, it's a 1.
It's a 1.
So it's 1 anyway.
So it just stays on the 1.
Just keep it on a point, yeah. So that's assassinate scored. What else did you score that turn?
That would have brought back up.
You didn't get Witch Hunter.
Or you
so you're discarding a card because you got Witch Hunter and Hold the Line.
Yeah, we're not going to hold the line.
I wanted 3 on there. I would hold the 9. Oh.
It would have made it very close. Yeah. It would have made it very close. Right, so you're discarding Witch Hunter or Hold the Line, did you say?
That means, you see, you've got if Hold the
Discard. Hold the line. We're not holding the line.
They'll be dead next turn.
Mine too, so
Discard the line, hold the line. So we'll draw my cards on turn. Is this my turn 4? So this has come back into my hand now for about the 5th time, it feels like. Blood and Guts, which is kill something in the fight phase. And more speed, go faster. Score 1 if 3 or more units from your army advanced. Well, I can do that quite easily.
Yeah, you've got 3. You've got
well,
3 bases.
To do it as a sneaky option, I'm going to advance.
You've got the
advance and advance.
Yeah.
And it makes, there's no minus to him shooting his grenade launcher if he advances, and there's absolutely no negatives to him. Well, even this guy, because he can still charge if he advances, so that was lucky for the Orks. That's a good draw, I think.
Yeah. You want a good advance off the grots up the bridge this way towards the aggressors?
I think not. I think they might be looking at this one, even though it's not come up, it's sort of quite nice. So anyway, we'll do my movement phase. Those Hellblasters are going to get it. Pardon my French.
Yeah.
But when you've got a chance to kill Hellblasters, because my bikes can't get up here, I'm going to have to try and smash them. So we'll come back after the Ork movement, and we'll do the cyclic phase as well, and then just come back. Right? So the Orks... The Orks, yeah, James has spotted it straight away. So the Orks have advanced 1, 2, 3 units. They've all advanced. Actually, I advanced more than 3. Do you get points if it's more than 3?
Because you can't shoot him.
Right.
But you can't, no, he's just staying.
Right, the reason that this guy, this bike's zoomed under here for line breaker, he also is out of line of sight of these, but it also means now you can't target my witch. Yeah, because there's a unit down there, so you're going to have to go down and deal with him. And if you go down levels, it means I've got a chance of dealing with him myself. So anyway, everyone else has sort of moved this way a little bit. Round here, we've parked the custom mega force field bike under here, just so you can do something. You can shoot people, like this Hellblasters here or whatever. And the dude's going to start zooming up this hill. He still can't get up onto the pad. But we'll see. So we're going to go...
Discard 1/1 next turn anyway.
We're going to go into the psychic phase and start with a smite. Now I believe the aggressors are 18 and those guys are 18. We'll measure up anyway. Smite doesn't go off, so we'll attempt. Will we do Warpath? No, I don't think I need Warpath. We're not going to bother. So yeah, shooting phase over. We just managed to kill off the aggressor that had 1 wound left. That was pretty much it. So we're going to go into charge phase. That guy's going to rev his engines and go up against the Hellblasters. The big mech with the custom force fields coming in against the squad that's under there, as is the big mech in the bike. And that's it, because there's no other charges to declare. So I don't think I can fail. They're all a couple of inches away, so I'll just let James do some Overwatch and we'll see if there's any characters left alive. Right, so 1 Hellblaster dead through meltiness and 2 wounds taken on my trike. No damage down here. So we're going to start with a killer Wartrike because we haven't seen this on camera yet, and he hasn't really had anything to fight so far. He's feeling a bit bad. Hopefully he can kill 3 Hellblasters. So the Warlord normally gets 5 attacks. With his might is right, he's going to be on +1 strength, taking middle base strength 6 and 6 attacks. Yeah, I think that's right. So he's hitting on 2s. Because his Snagger Claw I don't think gives him any minuses. No, it doesn't give him any minuses, and he can reroll wound rolls for it as well. So he's going to hit on 2s. So we've got 5 hits, and like I said, he's going to be strength 5, 7 for his Warlord trait. He's going to strength 9 because it's +2 on the Snagger Claw. So he's wound on 2s. So that is 4 wounds on the Hellblasters. It -2. D3 damage a pop. Oh, you can reroll wound rolls as well, sorry. Yeah, so 4 wounds. That doesn't help. So 4 5 ups for the Hellblaster, so that's... Well, it's D3 damage a time, I think, from the Wartrike. So, first guy is dead, second guy is dead, third guy is alive on a wound. But you've also got the banner, so you can roll a couple of times and they could do some punchy attacks back.
Oh, there's 2 of them.
Right, so combat's done. James needed to make a morale check here. Basically, this guy killed 3. The banner come in, they've got a couple of attacks back, didn't do anything. The normal attacks didn't do anything. The Warboss down here made quick work of these guys down here. The guy in the thing, he didn't even get the fight, so he can actually move 3. He did charge his turn, and he can consolidate 3, so I could give him a good 6-inch move, but he'll have to go towards the nearest enemy models, which are above him, and he can't hover in mid-air, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Maybe he's just go like this and stay where he is, something like that. There you can. So James, you need to make a morale check. Actually, you can't fail. Your leadership's 9, isn't it, with Ultramarines? So there's no morale checks to make there.
So with that, what will I score? Well, I'll not score defend 2, which I am going to ditch this turn at long last. I will score move more speed, go faster, because 3 units advanced. And I will get blood and guts, because I killed the unit in the assault phase. So I'll score another 2 points. Moving me to, let's just have a quick total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12 points so far. I think Marines are on about 7 or 8. So we're going to go as this turn 5. We'll draw your cards for turn 5 and see what happens. Not a very good draw this turn. Secure 3, Witch Hunter you had in Psychological Warfare. At this stage of the game, obviously for morale, there's only really the Gretchen unit left.
Move the whole thing up.
And the Gretchen unit are sitting on unit 3. So he's got decisions to make. They're technically the only unit that can fail a morale. I don't think James is going to get close enough to do a charge, but
I can't even get
he's going to have a look.
Shots off. They're not double
Right. The aggressors have stayed still.
Yeah.
These two have moved around a little bit to get a bit of momentum.
Are they? 15.
And then we're staying where we are here.
We're just in 15 there.
Right. Double tap. He's obviously throwing 2 lots into him. He's going to throw 2 lots into him.
The other 2.
These 2 are going to
the
throw
wall at the back.
2 lots into him.
Yeah.
He is going
Well, you don't have to declare him yet. You can see. You can see because he may be dead by then. So start with the aggressors. We'll come back because it's
just
a load of dice. These guys at the tank will start. Yeah.
3 hits.
You wound on 3s.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. That's him gone.
He's gone.
Because he's got no save. There's no field nearby.
3.
It's the last of the tank buster boys gone.
Yeah.
Right, so that's the end of the Marine turn, I think. Unless those aggressors want to charge this guy down here with a power fist.
Yeah.
So anyway, they've done some work this turn.
Yeah.
Like literally, what's seen down here, this guy went. Then they split fire left, right and centre. Hellblaster had fallen back. James forgot to move him. Fired, overcharged, got his hits. Basically, this guy died. He made a lot of saves and then failed when it really mattered against him. But it was actually this guy with one of these bolt gauntlet shots in the end that finished him off. So that's Slay the Warlord for James. They managed to get rid of him, the Warboss on the bike, and the Psyker, which unluckily they'd scored Assassinate last turn, or that would have been a D3 pointer for this turn. But they do get Witch Hunter. What was the other cards as well? Psychological Warfare, which you can't do, which is going to probably get ditched.
Secure Objective 3.
And Secure 3, which is way down here, which by the end of the game it could be these grots that win it for us, because it's turn 5 and I've got my turn 5 to come.
Nah. Next move. Let's get multiple shots into these.
It might end, yeah. So I'm saying, right. Does James want to go down and try and kill this guy? I think it makes sense. So you've got, you need a 6 or more on 2 days.
Yeah.
Well, they're in, so we'll do some Overwatch off camera, because again, I can't kill enough to stop them. And we'll see if these grots can live. So the aggressors are in with our Fists of Fury. I'd caused some damage in a watch, but James made his saves, so we're out of range of the Chapter Master now, but he's still got 4 aggressors. That's 12 attacks, isn't it? 9, 10, 11, 13 maybe?
No, 9.
Or the 2 each so far, so we've got 9. I'll keep thinking the 3 each.
I hope that. Yeah. Hitting on
4s. Oh, that's a good roll as well. Look at that. And you'll be wounding on 3s.
Yeah. 2, 3, 4.
So we've got 4 wounds. They're -3 on there.
Yeah.
So he's getting no save on a bike. How many? He's on full wounds though, this guy. So unless you roll really bad here, James, he's dead.
For what?
He's got
damage.
Yeah, he's got 5 wounds. You've got 4d3.
Yeah.
D3. 5d3.
These are all 1s and 2s. I'm alive. They're not all 1s and 2s. He's dead.
He's dead.
So you get to pile in and move towards the nearest enemy unit.
Which is the grots.
Which is probably these.
Actually,
that might be the bike. So James is discard and secure 3. What's the total points here and what you're sitting on now?
2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9.
To make 12. So it's 9 to 12. I've literally got these in a knob baker left. So we'll have to see what my cards are. See if the Orks can hold on. So we've got Get 'em Boss. Score 1 victory point if it was seen by my Warlord. Well, that ain't happening. He's dead. Area Denial. Looks like those aggressors. Man of the match now just piled into the middle of the board. If they hadn't have done, then I would have scored an easy point there. Oh, Secure 3. The grots, by staying there, will score me a point. They will score me a point. Right.
It's time to get cunning, boys. Cunning and brutal. But anyway, these guys have done a load of careful measuring.
This is the nearest I've been winning the Orks team in 2 years.
We've done a quick, basically, the guys up there, those 3 guys, are 30 inches pitters here, millimetres away from these grots. This guy is within 3 of that. And now we've done some... I'm not 100% convinced, but I've done as much as I can. If the aggressors move up and get a good advance roll, they will just be in range of these, but I don't think they'll be able to see them, because they'll be down here. And looking up from that angle, it's like, oh, I'm not even on the ground. They cannot see any grots. Maybes, it depends. A lot of it's going to come down to how he moves, where he moves. And then the other bike that was in here, look, he's hard enough to see as he is.
He's under here now.
He's under there, and the windows are higher than he is, so there's no visibility to that guy. And he cannot see anybody either. So, no psychic phase. No shooting phase, I've got no models in range, so that's the end of my turn. I'm not going to score a denial, I will score secure 3. I'm going to ditch get and boss, because I can't score that. And the player that goes first rolls to see if the game goes on to turn 6, which is James.
What is it?
A 3 it will continue, or 1 or 2 which you're going to get, it's going to be game over. 3. Oh, it goes on. Goes on. Right, so... You're going to draw your cards and see what we get. I've never seen James so excited. Honestly, you should. They were like high five jumping around when the Warboss started. It's hilarious.
2 years I've been trying to beat the Orks. This is as close as we're getting.
I hope you draw terrible cards, but it is close.
Domination. Fuck.
Domination's not going to happen. You haven't got the units to do it.
Can't do that then. No, I can't really can.
And what's the other one?
Defend objective 1. Booyah!
It's only 2 points, so you'll score it at the end of my turn.
I don't care.
At the minute though, I think even if you score, I don't know what the score is, I think I'm a lot of points ahead. So it's all going to come down to these guys basically, see how far they can get.
Right, so they've got to...
So the turn is over. My God, this is close. So I'm going to give James the points because I cannot hurt. I potentially move back and shoot those guys because I get 6 shots. I could kill the unit. There's 5 wounds in there to get through. Not going to happen. They're on a 2-up armor save. I'd have to roll all my hits, all my wounds, extra hits and all that kind of stuff. Not going to happen. These guys are 18.5 inches away from these guys. So I'm going to draw my 2 cards. Mission critical. So roll a d6. If this is objective 1, please. It's a 2, which I know is right in the middle of the table.
Yeah.
So if I go and get number 2, I would score loads. So those Gretchens are basically being baited on by the Imperium. And Big Game Hunter has killer tank. So I'm not going to score any points this turn. So for me...
Nobody can shoot either.
I've got nothing in range. I'm 12 inches for these guys. It's going to be simply a movement, which I reckon these guys may go this way somewhere and put more distance between themselves and you. So we'll see if we can and come back. Super Grots, they got an 11. They advanced. They're ditching this objective.
Well, when you say advanced, they advanced backwards.
Well, they advanced that way. That's the best way for a Gretchen. They only know backwards. They don't very often go forwards. And what's really interesting, we've just done loads of measuring. This guy needs a 6 on his advance to be within range of shooting this unit now. So the guy that goes second, I'm not moving my bike, rolls to see if it goes on. On a 4 up, the game continues.
Oh, yes!
So I score no points. I score no points, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to ditch Big Game Hunter because I cannot score Big Game Hunters. Totally unachievable. So James will get to draw another card, won't you? So psychological warfare, no prisoners and domination. So James, basically the question is, are you advancing with this guy? You need to get a 6 to get an aggressor in range.
I've got to, haven't I?
Yeah, you've got to go for it.
Oh yeah, get it rolled.
This is. I'm just practicing.
Yes, I know you're practicing, but just get the dice rolled.
Just practicing. You know, it takes a while. But it comes eventually. It takes a while.
It takes a while. Feeling for the moment.
It takes a while.
I've got a feeling that you're doing this with something else.
It's nearly there.
And I don't want that mental image.
No!
So this guy is going to be just in range of the squad. The other should be just out. But we'll see. He should be 18 inches.
You've always got to wait for that magic moment.
Yeah. So they should be just out by the measurements. What are these guys doing? That's your big question, because the bike I need to dealt with. If he doesn't get dealt with, I'm not tabled.
I can't do nothing with that
Well,
power fist.
if you can't do anything with him, it's pointless shooting these.
Well, I know, but what can I do? I'm only come down 6 in advance again.
You're going to have to go down and charge and try and kill him.
Right, so I've got it.
No, you don't advance. They're just going to basically drop 6 and then charge down. Because you can charge if you can't see. So I can't overwatch, you can't shoot. But you're going to have to try and kill him. Otherwise, there's no point in even shooting these because the game would just end. So James is going for a tabling. And what an epic game it is. So, Canny's... So we'll cover the shooting phase. Basically, everyone up here has advanced because they're out of range.
So
and gets this guy within range. He's got 1 extra shot with a grenade, no command points. So this guy's got 7 shots. The chapter master is there to enable rerolls. This is good because they've got leadership of 4. You'll either kill them and force a morale. So yeah, reroll those. And they wound on 2s. Should be enough to... What you want is to not kill the unit. So I fail a morale.
2, 4, 6 dead.
6. So there's 3, 6, yeah. There's 9 in the unit. So how many did you get? 6?
6.
So I get 6 ups. Because I'm out of the cover, but there's no minuses. So there are 6 dead.
6 dead.
So I'll move these 6.
It's off the table, isn't it?
I'll tell you what I'll do. The leadership is 4. They've lost 6, so they've already lost 2. Doesn't matter what I roll.
Doesn't matter what you roll.
They're gone.
They're gone. So they're off.
So they're gone. So James, for the game, down here, can't see each other. Got a 6-inch charge.
Oh baby, any second now. Any second now.
Come on, pop it. Pop it.
It's going.
Yeah! 7.
Yeah, they're in. So we'll get these guys to pile in down there. And then James is going to have 7 attacks.
Oh, up against that power fist though, I might end up dead here.
You might, but if you get him, you've got the game.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So you're hitting on 3s.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, 7. Oh, you can't kill him. You need 5s to wound. Hit 3 times. You know what? I bet you any money he gets 2 wounds through here. 4 ups. So he's got 2 wounds left and he'll get to attack.
Yeah.
So he's hit twice. He'll wound on 2s. Got 2 wounds, so you've got 2 6-up saves. So you save 1, so the wounded guy's dead. I'm not even going to bother rolling a D3. So there's no morale check to take there. You will get 1 for no prisoners because I would have failed that morale check with this guy.
Yep.
So that's another point.
Yeah.
You probably... No prisoners, just shoot something. So you've got no prisoners. No, you haven't.
Did you fail the morale test?
You haven't got no
psychological warfare.
Yeah. So you haven't got no prisoners, but you've got psychological warfare.
Yeah.
And you would probably ditch domination. It's your last turn anyway. So.
No, that says if an enemy was destroyed during your turn.
Is it?
Destroyed, weren't
Yeah. No. Yeah. So you got that. Sorry, that's right.
As well.
But you'll not get domination. But it doesn't matter. It's the end of the turn. So your total points is
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13. Right. James, hold them. Get ready. Ready. We'll add the orcs up. We've got supremacy for 1 and warlord is 2. Plus 5 for the big one is 7. Yeah. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and linebreaker for 14.
Oh, you
But,
It could go on. It could go on.
But it doesn't, that's turn 7, I think.
Is it?
But you also get linebreaker.
You get linebreaker as
it's a
well.
draw.
It's a draw. But, where's the centre of the board?
I've got it.
You don't, yeah. If you had moved off it, you would have given it to me with area at the net. No, it's a draw.
That's why I moved those
It's
up.
a draw game. It's a draw game. So that was one epic game. That was hard work.
Fucking draw 1 points. Hang on a second. How many? I've got 1.
I think it was
2,
14,
3, 4,
14.
5, 6, 7.
7 models. 7 to 1.
nine.
Or 9 to 1.
Bonds to 1.
That's all the orcs need, 1 model. That's all the orcs need. These guys, I love my aggressors. I love my Death Watch aggressors. But, like I said, in games where they can be targeted, that's why people, you love or hate them. If you can target them and get rid of them, they're got rid of. But in games where there's so many big targets to deal with, the orcs are really strong. I think people have seen they get up the board fast, they can hit hard, but they do die. So they don't, to me anyway, they don't feel overwhelming. You can make crazy lists. We know that you can mob up with loopers and all this kind of stuff and go ridiculous amount of shots and all that kind of stuff. But they're just super fun to play, the orcs. I've never not had a fun game with orcs or against orcs.
Yeah.
So it always makes for a fun game, but that walkway was epic. You started over there with the unit and the cards. The cards were forcing me to carry on going, which I like. It wasn't a case of
just sitting back and waiting.
And I've drawn 3 cards, I can't do anything. You know, you've got no prisoners and psychological warfare. The only unit you could have got these guys, you need to make a 6 to get the shot. Epic. Epic. You couldn't script it, could you? Like, no worse than if you'd have rolled a 3 or something with that guy. Then you lose the game by 2 points. But
that was down to James's wrist action.
That was cool. Yeah, he's obviously been practicing, haven't you? Jim? I don't know what you've been doing, but that wrist action, you definitely knocked them 6s out. Yeah. You must have plenty of spare time on your hands, let's put it that way. But that was an epic game, so we'll get this one up and hopefully we'll have another game soon. But again, the board looks stunning. That was a really good fight and it felt like a proper hardcore fight. I know we didn't cover all the dice rolls and stuff, and some of the early turns, some of the rolls were horrific. When there's some of the like hit rolls and stuff like that, and the wound rolls, but it had come round in the end. And obviously the knights were pretty strong, but I had to deal with them first, I think.
Yeah.
Simply because I couldn't get up there. That's the majority of my bikes or vehicles can't contact you, which, to be fair, is probably why they did so well. If they were on the ground, they'd have been dead.
Yeah, that was always the thought. What the thoughts always were: get the knights up there.
Get the knights up.
You have to deal with them.
Yeah. So sacrifice the knights, but you know, it worked. It definitely worked. And the Marines are intact.
Do a scan of the table so we can see what's left on the table and where this little bugger's hiding.
That's not how you.
No. 2 years I've been chasing an orc win,
and you still hasn't
on moral grounds. On moral grounds, just do a scan of the table and the underhanded tactics here.
Right.
It doesn't matter. It's not underhanded tactics. It's how you play a game.
That's right. So it's like I said with the orcs, you tend to find you've got a few units in the end, and you hold and you're trying to score out for stuff. But yeah, some great cards I think in that game that forced her to be at similar places as well, rather than set her apart. It was really fun. It was one of those ones I think if you'd have lost with what you had at the end, you'd have felt hard, didn't you?
After turn one and one half, things were pretty much you couldn't tell what was happening. Then everything just started.
It started to find its own place, didn't it? Like the knights took a big battering in my turn, but then they were still there and they're still doing their thing. And it meant I had to chew through those. Honestly, the big thing for me was this. Not being able to get up here really hindered like most of my army, which is why I loaded this side and just went for the knights.
Yeah.
Because then I was shooting these. And I'll be fair, if that was just normal terrain or I could got up, I know I could come over here with the bikes, but I tried and failed. I would have been quite happily that I would have washed through these with all the power fists. But if I did that, maybe the knights would have been alive longer to throw some more dakka down. You never know the way it goes, and the way it went was really fun. So I'm going to claim a moral victory anyway because he's unpainted.
Yeah.
So,
that's what Michael's just put up.
He's just putting in a group where I normally go fully painted, but James, he hasn't had time to get these guys up to that full number, bless him. So, but
it was one of those things where the Helverans might have been up here because you placed so much in that corner.
Yeah. And like I said, it's cool. I got LEDs on the landing pad as well, so it's up for night. But anyway, that was cool. We're going to get packed up because I've got to get back to family time and get this one online soon. So enjoy and see you guys soon.